Recent reports suggest a significant political shift. These reports claim Xi Jinping's exit could be near. Such a development would be monumental. Xi has consolidated immense power in China. His departure would reshape the nation's trajectory. The claims originate from overseas insiders. They state Xi Jinping may soon step down. This information started circulating in May 2025. It has caused considerable speculation globally. Several sources have fueled these rumors. Kai Shenkun is a veteran political commentator. On May 21, 2025, he cited high-level Beijing sources. These sources indicated Xi must formally resign. Yuan Hongbing is a former Peking University law professor. He also spoke of moves to end Xi's rule. Yuan suggested factions aim to block another term for Xi. This would occur at the 21st National Congress in 2027. The reliability of these insiders is noted by some. The proposed timeline for Xi's exit varies. Kai Shenkun points to a quicker departure. He suggests the fourth plenary session as key. This session of the 20th Central Committee is anticipated. It is expected in late August 2025. This is when Xi might fully leave power. This includes party leader and military chief roles. Yuan Hongbing's earlier timeline was longer term. He focused on the 2027 Party Congress. The nature of this potential exit is also discussed. Former CCP Navy Lieutenant Colonel Yao Chung has commented, he believes Xi's actual power has already weakened. Xi might step down as CCP General Secretary. He could also leave his role as Military Commission Chairman. However, he might retain a ceremonial title. This could be China's chairman for a time. This would be before a complete retirement. This suggests a managed, phased transition. Multiple factors reportedly underpin these claims. Mounting international pressure is one significant reason. China faces complex geopolitical challenges. Tensions in trade and diplomacy have been noted. Global scrutiny of Beijing's policies is intense. The CCP leadership values stability above all. Sustained external pressure can create internal unease. It may lead to calls for policy adjustments, or even changes in leadership direction. A faltering domestic economy is another critical factor. China's economic growth has faced headwinds. Specific policies under Xi have drawn debate. Issues like local government debt are concerns. The property sector has also seen turmoil. Economic performance is crucial for CCP legitimacy. Any significant downturn reflects on the top leader. This can fuel dissatisfaction within the party, leading to questions about current economic stewardship. Xi Jinping's deteriorating health is also mentioned. Kai Shenkun's sources cited this as a concern. Health issues of leaders are often kept private. However, they can significantly impact political dynamics. A leader's poor health can accelerate succession talks. It might create openings for other factions, or it could force a leader to reconsider their tenure. This adds another layer of uncertainty. It contributes to the speculation about his future. Internal pushback within the CCP is a key element. Reports suggest senior figures have reached a decision. They believe Xi Jinping must step down. This implies a collective will is forming. It is not just isolated dissent. This internal consensus is reportedly driven by several concerns. These include the economy and international standing. Such pushback, if accurate, is a serious challenge. It signals a potential shift from Xi's strongman rule. Signs of Xi's weakening power are reportedly emerging. One notable sign is the resurgence of rival factions. The Communist Youth League faction is prominent. This group was associated with former leader Hu Jintao. Hu Chunhua, a former Politburo member, has resurfaced. He was sidelined at the 20th National Congress. Now, he is making domestic and international appearances. This included a diplomatic visit to Africa in April 2025. This suggests a potential rebalancing of power. Other incidents may also indicate a weakening grip. Purges of military figures once close to Xi are noted. Miao Hua is head of the PLA's political work department. He has reportedly been suspended since July 2023. If true, this is a significant development. It could mean Xi's support within the military is challenged, or that other forces are able to remove his allies. The loyalty of the armed forces is paramount. Any erosion here would be critical. The inauguration of a memorial hall offers clues. The Guangzhong Revolutionary Memorial Hall opened recently. This occurred on May 24, 2025 in Shanxi Province. It was the anniversary of Xi Zhongxun's death. Xi Zhongxun is Xi Jinping's father. However, the hall was not named after him directly. It used the regional name Guangzhong instead. This was considered a low-key approach. It deviates from typical efforts to build Xi's legacy. Furthermore, key officials were absent from this event. Zhao Yida is the party chief of Shanxi province. He is a former subordinate of Xi Jinping. His absence was noted by observers. State media narratives might also be shifting. On May 19, 2025, published articles. News agency did as well. They highlighted Hu Jintao-era governance principles. Phrases like scientific, democratic, and law-based decision-making appeared. References to Xi as the core have reportedly declined. Some academics have also criticized policies without punishment. These are subtle but potentially meaningful changes. If Xi Jinping exits, various scenarios could unfold. A face-saving compromise is considered likely by some. Kai Shengkun suggested this possibility. This would allow Xi and his inner circle to withdraw. They could do so without public disgrace. This would aim to maintain party unity. It would minimize internal disruption during transition. Previous leadership changes in China have varied. Some were smooth, others involved intense struggle. The CCP prioritizes stability during such moments. A change in leadership could reshape domestic policies. China might move away from highly centralized control. A system of more collective leadership could emerge. This would be a return to earlier CCP norms. Policy adjustments might follow. Economic management could see new approaches. Social controls might be moderately relaxed. The influence of resurgent factions like the Youth League could grow. Shen Mingshi questions if Xi would accept a non-allied successor. He fears retaliation against his faction. China's international relations could also be affected. A new leadership might adopt a different foreign policy tone. This could mean recalibrating global engagement, perhaps a de-escalation in certain disputes, or a reevaluation of strategic partnerships. The wolf warrior diplomacy might soften. However, core national interests would likely remain constant. The style of engagement might change more than substance. Global actors would watch closely for any shifts. The broader implications for global politics are significant. A leadership transition in China creates uncertainty. It also presents potential opportunities. The global balance of power could be influenced. International trade and security dynamics might shift. Shen Mingshi raised a concern. He noted Xi might use a crisis to delay transition. An example was the Shandong province explosion on May 27, 2025. The world will monitor China's internal politics. The outcome will have far-reaching consequences globally.